What's good, family? You already know what it is. Pays and Plays podcast here. Going to be giving you week 8 of the NFL picks. I hope everybody doing all as well, man. We also got NBA starting today. Oh, I got a pick right now while we talking about it. Lakers +5 against the Nuggets. I wouldn't be shocked if they win. Some books they got to at 5.5. If I were you guys, whenever you see this, check it and bet that right now before it drops back down to +4.5. Lakers been talking about their own vengeance for what happened against the Nuggets and how they got swept, and they got some pieces now. Free agency, they did pretty solid this offseason. Couple little solid drive picks too. Denver, it's going to be an emotional night. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what it is, man. The ring ceremony, the banner and all that coming down. You did lose some players. You lost some players, bro. Bruce Brown is definitely the main one that they lost that I think they're going to feel, at least for the first game. They're going to maybe be a little sluggish. And the Lakers, like I said, man, they 5.5 +5 should be a good play. I wouldn't be shocked if they win, man. You got Christian Wood, that's not a new acquisition. You got what's homeboy from New Orleans? The center that came from Texas. He's solid. I mean, look, they got some little solid pieces now, man. I think they'll cover this game at least. I wouldn't be shocked if they win. If you're thinking about the Golden State Warriors Suns game, I would lean towards the over. I think it's at 233 right now, but I've seen it starting to get juiced to the under. So if that gets juiced to the under and the number changes to maybe 232, 231, that's definitely also a good play as well. But enough about that. Let's get into NFL, man, because that's what we're here for. We talk about all that stuff Friday. Check in a good Friday. Come on now. And by the way, follow the Instagram page, Pays and Plays _podcast. You'll have basketball coming up all Wednesday too. I'll probably have pics to on my little story so you can watch in and tap into that too. All right. But let's get right into it. We got Thursday night football. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers traveling to Buffalo. Take on the Bills. Bills are -8.5-point favorites. And my initial thought says Bills to win the cover. I don't know what's going on with this Bills team. I think they've been showing to be frauds. There's no second receiver. Still, I hear the rumors about them trying to get Adam Thielen, which I think that would be great because Stephon Diggs played with him too. So there is chemistry with that. But I don't know what's wrong with this team, man. They letting teams just get into these games, close games. And the Buccaneers, I do feel like they kind of came back to reality a little bit. You know what? Fuck that. The more I keep talking about this, I'm taking the Bucs to cover, Bills to win. I can't trust this Bills team until I see them blow out a team. I can't. I know the Bucs can't run the ball, but they got receivers and they got options, bro. And the Bills have no corners right now. So that's really my thing. And the Bucs defense can probably maintain Josh. I wouldn't say maintain Josh Allen, but I'm talking about when they try to run the ball, because they'll try to balance it out. I think the Buccaneers can stop the run and then open up to number just passing. And that's when it gets kind of weary. But +8.5, man, that's a lot of points to me for a team that's struggled against the Bills. And you lost to the Pats and you were 9.5-point underdog, favorites. Come on, man. I don't really know, but Buccaneers to win the cover. It's a Thursday night game too, so the weird shit will happen. Next game, we got New York Jets versus the New York Giants. Battle of New Jersey. It ain't New York, it's Battle of New Jersey for this motherfucker. But Jets are -3-point favorites. Jets to win the cover. Jets to win the cover. Jets to win the cover. It's shit, bro. If we're looking at Tyrod Taylor playing again. Yes, he played well against the Redskins. But it was really, 14-7, right? It was more like small, simple plays. Dish it to Saquon, let him do the rest, right? Now you're playing against the defense that everyone's been talking about still. The Jets are still in the damn playoff contention. It's crazy enough as to say, even without all the bullshit that's happened early this season. I just think this defense is still top tier. It's at home. Or neutral game, home, however the fuck you want to call it. They'll find a way to win this game, man. They got the better players, honestly. They got the better offense, even with fucking Zach Wilson playing. Giants struggle against man. So that's how I literally look at Garrett Wilson to have a break day. Garrett Wilson anytime touchdown may be a good play for you. Next game, we got the Minnesota Vikings traveling to the Green Bay Packers. Vikings are -1. Vikings to win the cover. I can't trust my Packers, bro. Offense is below average. I've already had my rant last week. If you want to go and check that from last week, I think they just need to blow this team up. Bakhtiari, look, it started with him. You signed him this big contract years ago. He hasn't really played really much ever since. All right, you got to get his ass out of here. Below average receiver core. Jordan Love is playing like fucking trash. Aaron Jones is playing like trash. AJ, fucking trash offense, bro. Trash. I love the defense though. But with all that being said, though, still give me the Vikings to win the cover. I don't give a fuck what the game is. Next game, we got the Atlanta Falcons traveling to the Tennessee Titans. Titans are +2.5 point underdogs. This is also a shitty game. We don't know if Bijan Robinson will be playing. I think he had a migraine, they said, and then he played one play and then left the game. Yeah, so I don't really know about that shit. Then you got the Titans, where it's looking like Tannehill may not be playing. So you got to pretty much deal with Malik Willis or Will Levis. If I was him, I would say, fucking Will Levis, go ahead and play. Let's see what you can do. And if it works out, then we might have a quarterback. Bro, I don't really know about this game. If anything, let me see what the over-under is. I might have to be the play. Shoot, 37 is the over-under. I think this goes under. I see it being like a 19, 16-point game. That's how I see it. Either or. I'm not picking a side because I really don't know, bro. Both teams to me suck. Even if Atlanta wins and they end up being 5-3, that's some shit. I still think they're like the worst team to me, bro. They're like the bottom. They like the bottom of the bottom tier. They're like mid-tier. But it's really Bijan Robinson. The defense has been underrated, though. I give it that. The Titans' defense is straight, so that's probably why I think I will lead to the under. Even though 37 points, that's low as fuck, bro. But I'm going to go with that. Next game, we got New England Patriots traveling to Miami to take on the Dolphins. Dolphins 8-point favorites. Dolphins to win the cover. Dolphins to win the cover. Yeah. Yeah. The more I think about it, yeah. Because I've always believed Miami plays good against New England at Miami. And this has been shown on for years. You can even look at the Brady era. They struggled playing against the Dolphins. Dolphins held their own until, they lost by 14, yeah, but they were down by a touchdown going to the fourth quarter. So they were a little more competitive than I expected to be against the Eagles. But this is a good right game. They trash the fucking Patriots, bro, when it fucking matters at Miami. So I see this shit happening. New England people are going to feel themselves because, we won a big game against Buffalo, but I don't even think Buffalo's that good, bro. I have said it before the season. I think this is a matter of time before Belichick is done. And I think this season might be it for him. But regardless, though, Dolphins to win the cover. Next game, we got the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to Washington, take on the Commanders. Redskins, I still fuck with them as the Redskins, bro. You got Eagles as -6.5 point favorites. Eagles to win the cover. I know everyone's going to talk about, well, last time they played, I don't give a fuck about last time. Let's talk about, well, if you want to talk about last time, let's check what they've been doing since. They played against the Bears, the Commanders. What they do? They get their ass beat. You lost against the Giants, and you actually had a better team than the Giants, and you got your ass beat. Sam Howell gives up too many sacks, man. This offensive line is so putrid. Me at 5'10", and I can fucking block a motherfucker at guard, bro, better than what these motherfuckers has been doing. Like, for real. Like, the sacks they giving up for Sam Howell is bad, bro. And also, I feel like Rivera's on the hot seat. And I feel like this loss, and they won't cover this game, I feel like it's going to get more harder because, how many chances can you have, Ron? You've been there for almost, 5 years? I want to say going on 5 years, right? What more can you do? You know, I would, like I said, I wouldn't be shocked if Bieniemy ended up being the head coach eventually. Or if it's Harbaugh, y'all know about the situation going on in Michigan. I wouldn't be shocked if he fucking leaves and go there. That's just a prediction in my mind. But I don't know what this team, this offense is just not clicking. And Philly, the way they kind of resurge themselves, the way that D line comes and attack you, if you can't block the Giants, how are you going to block the Eagles? And the trenches is going to show in this game. It won't be like last game. It won't be like last game. So stop saying last game they did. No, I don't care about that. Eagles to win the cover. Next game, we got the LA Rams traveling to the Dallas Cowboys. Rams are +6.5 point underdogs. I got the Rams to cover, Cowboys to win. It's just one of those games, man. And it's a 1:00 game to be Dallas, right? I don't really see a lot of 1:00 games for the Cowboys, but this is one of them. If anything, I like the over 45. I think the over 45, there will be points scored. I can see it being a 28-25 game. Yeah. I see the Rams covering because the offense is – look, the Rams offense is not bad. They got some players. And with the Cowboys, with the secondary is kind of a problem. I fuck with Gilmore, but Gilmore is older now, bro. Jordan Lewis, are you going to show up? Who's going to show up outside of Gilmore, bro? That's really my concern. I know Parsons is straight, but I mean, you can run on Parsons, bro. Can we just be honest about some of this shit I see? And with the defense for the Rams, they're solid. They're not like elite no more, but they're still solid enough. Aaron Donald's gonna give problems for that all line. But I still see points being scored regardless, though. I think the over 45 would be the best play, but I do like Rams to cover the +6.5, though. Let's see. Next game, we got the Houston Texans versus the Carolina Kitty Cats. Fucking Panthers, bro. You got Texas at -3. I got Texans to win and cover. I think this is if you're into the little revenge factor, I think this is CJ Stroud trying to prove people that he was the #1 overall pick. I thought he was a better quarterback than Bryce Young going into the NFL. It's just the difference is when you think about it, is like when you have this is how I look at the two. So when you look at Stroud, he had Marvin Harrison Jr., right? And that was the good thing about it. I think the game that sold everybody for him was against Georgia in the playoff game. Because against Michigan 2 times and against Penn State, I never saw CJ Stroud ever run around the pocket when he needed to. But that Georgia game, we saw a little bit of movement, a little bit on the run, and it was accurate passes. With Bryce Young, you can't knock out the factor that he did go to Alabama. So I do feel like this is kind of like how I felt with Tua. You had all these athletes, bro, in other positions. You didn't have to do too much at first. I do think he'll do what Tua did and over time improve, but for this game, I'm going with Houston to win and cover, bro. They got the better defense, the better all-around team, the better coaching. I mean, can we be honest? I don't even think Frank Wright wanted Bryce Young as the quarterback. I mean, for real, I don't think he wanted him as a quarterback. I'm not saying like they wouldn't have the relationship eventually to develop that, but I think that's a lot of problems. Bryce Young doesn't have receivers, and you playing against a scout defense as far as the Titans, very underrated. I mean, the Texans. The fuck did I say Titans for? But very underrated defense with the Texans. Will Anderson is solid. Petrie is solid. Stingley is solid. Realize how I just named multiple people from different positions. So it's not like I'm just naming one whole entire committee. Texas to win and cover this game. Let's get it. Next game, we have the New Orleans Saints traveling to Indianapolis. It's at a pick 'em for 1.5 Indianapolis. I got the Saints to win and cover. Am I really confident in this game? No. Because I got fucked by the Colts because the Browns couldn't do their part. If anything, I do like let's see the over-under in this game. Under 43.5 should be the under. That should be the play. I don't expect the Colts to drop 30-some points on the team no more. And I think New Orleans struggled to even drop 20 on the team. So it's the battle of the defenses. I don't trust Derek Carr. Minshew was more of a. The more I talk about it, the more I'm gonna say Colts to win the cover. This shouldn't happen, but it's fucking any given Sunday at this point. So fuck it. Colts to win the cover. Next game, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars traveling to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. Steelers are plus 2.5 point underdogs. Steelers to win the cover. It's crazy to me to say that, but do I really trust the Jags O-line? No, I don't. I mean, Pittsburgh at home, defensive-minded team. Now, they did win last week, but it was a struggle because I still don't trust Matt Canada as an offensive coordinator. But in this game, and the way it's set up, I almost feel like you need to take Pittsburgh to win and cover this game. Just the sake of their defense balling out. And I think they'll have the Steelers at least decent, solid, position to score. So I'm going to take the Steelers to win this game and cover. So if you like them to win outright, just pick the money line as an underdog, call it a day. Even though I think, you know what? I think Travis Etienne 2 touchdowns, that has been the play lately. I think you might have to do that another time because the Steelers defense, run defense is kind of iffy. That's the only thing that backs me up for betting this game. Next game, we got the Cleveland Browns traveling to Seattle to take on the Seahawks. Seahawks minus 3-point favorites. Seahawks to win the cover. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with the fucking Browns with Deshaun Watson. This guy pisses, bro, he just pisses people money away at this point, right? Like this guy, how can you trust this guy, bro? I mean, before the little injury he had against the Colts, bro, he was still playing like dog shit. So it didn't even fucking matter, bro. He was playing that bad, bro. I mean, and that's outside of that, right? Jerome Ford may not be playing, right? So you tell me PJ Walker, which I fuck with PJ Walker. PJ Walker is our real life Willie Beeman. Let's just call what it is, right? XFL quarterback, he was doing good. COVID got rid of that. Went to the Panthers, backed up, won some games, played there for a couple of years, won some games, lost some games, of course. Now he's at Cleveland, right? Won a game, lost a game. Well, won 2 games, right? He's pretty much the Willie Beeman of our lifetime. I fuck with Willie Beeman, bro. Y'all should already know, but I never seen Any Given Sunday. Come on, man. One of the best football movies ever. But this game here, Seahawks, man, they've been a lot better. Defensively, they've been a lot better. So, I respect the Browns defense, and I'll talk about it. But, man, when you let Gardner Minshew score 2 touchdowns rushing the ball on you, because they rely on man way too much, and that was eating them up against the run game. I think that would happen. If they do that same approach, as much as I fuck with Jim Schwartz, I think they lose this game because the defense is going to be set up in bad field position because of the offense. I mean, bro, the Browns really should have lost that game. Just some of the dumb shit I wasn't understanding. The defense was trying to do its best, but if they play that same man-to-man on the Seahawks, this game is going to be close. But Seahawks will win the cover. Next game, we got the Kansas City Chiefs going on a Mile High to take on the Broncos. Broncos plus 8.5 point underdogs. Broncos to cover. Chiefs to win. Broncos has been a lot better. We've seen that probably defensively against the Chiefs. The Chiefs, to me, man, it's still like, I mean, you beat the Chargers, yeah, but we know Herbert's kind of beat up. So, I guess a win is a win, right? But you struggled against the Broncos. I think the Broncos are going to use the same game plan and try to emulate that again at their home field. And what people say about Mile High, it is the closest thing to a home field advantage, the best home field advantage. I can understand it because as a person who's been to Denver numerous times, from a kid to an adult, if you aren't prepared for that air, Yeah, you're going to run out of breath and you're going to get tired out. I understand it because I do that a lot. I travel there, hydrate your body, and you should be all right. But some people who know, they never do that. They pop the IVs in them. You know how the shit is in the league. But division game, man, I think this is a game they have to step up and win. Let's look at the over-under as far as the total, because I think the total was actually going up last time I checked. 46.5. Yo, this has to go under. This has to go under. You know what? I think I'm going to bet this right now. 46.5. It has to go under. I know everyone says it's Kansas City, but where's the offense been other than Travis Kelce and Pacheco, right? I don't know. I don't see a receiver. You got McCole Hardman back, but I mean, he wasn't like he wasn't even a number 2 receiver, bro. So you're going to make a number 1 receiver because, he knows the system? And the way Broncos been playing on offense, you know why I like the under at this point. So, you know what? I thought of a strategy that makes sense. If you take the Broncos as an underdog, in my mind, I would have to go under the 46.5 too. That's just, I think this might have to be the play on that one. Broncos plus 8.5, and then take the under 46.5. That's going to be the play for this one. I actually love this, so yeah, take notes if you want to. Next game, we have the Cincinnati Bengals traveling to the Bay to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Bengals plus 5.5. Fuck the points. Give me the Bengals, baby. I'm going with the Bengals to win and cover. That Monday night game I saw with this 49ers team. Listen, can we admit that Purdy is a below average quarterback? I mean, I'm ready to take the shit because everyone talk about Bryce Purdy. No, bro, he's trash. Minnesota is the most awful defense I've seen all year. Iowa fucking football defense is better than them. And when I used to see Iowa defense play against Bryce Purdy, Purdy couldn't do shit. I'm still shocked that he even got drafted, to be real with you. But, Shanahan's system is made for quarterback. It's a plug-and-play system with him. So this is why I can't knock off Shanahan, because he's a genius behind plug-and-play. But if there's no Debo coming back, Trent Williams, if he's not playing, we seen McCaffrey get beat up a little bit. We seen Fred Warner get beat up. We seen Greenlaw in and out of the field. That's concerns. Because how are you going to handle and don't get it wrong, the Bengals offensive line isn't the best, but they are a little more healthier now. They coming fresh off the bye. You would think, right, Joe Burrow's going to feel better. How can you stop that? You couldn't stop Addison. You couldn't stop a team with arguably the best receiver in Justin Jefferson. I keep saying Jordan because of his fucking brother, bro. My bad. Justin Jefferson. So because of that, you let Addison go 2 tutties on you, who's a rookie, who's still learning the game. You let Hockenson go off on you. So that tells me that you got some holes in there that I can see. They need to have Irv Smith a lot more playing. And then if you're going to have Tre'Davious Ward on Chase, you need T. Higgins to step up. You need Tyler Boyd to step up. And I think they can step up to the game. The defense is underrated. They play hard when they need to play hard. I think they're going to make a win. Plus 5.5, I love that too. So I probably would do the plus 5.5 also. But I also like the Bengals to win this game outright because this is a game that it just screams upset to me, bro. I know everyone loves the 49ers, and I respect it, but what I saw last night against a team who don't have that much weapons compared to a Bengals team you had to play against, that tells me a lot. And if you actually would have bet this game weeks ago and a look ahead, when the Bengals were awful, they were plus 9.5. So just imagine that, right? Next game, we got the Baltimore Ravens traveling to the desert to take on the Cardinals. We got Ravens 8.5 point favorites. Ravens to win the cover. Lions fans, y'all see why I told y'all not bet that game last week? Y'all saw what I saw, right? Yeah, because that shit ended in the first half. And the way the Cardinals are playing, let's be real, man. Like, they're going to be competitive. That's why I said first half, I probably wouldn't fully bet the 8.5. I would probably wait to halftime to see where the score is, because the Cardinals, man, they be in games every first half, and in the second half, they slowly drift away. Just this is a better talent versus a worse talent team. We know Lamar Jackson's going to get his, man. Zay Flowers has been stepping up. We know about Andrews, bro. This higher power offense is going to show its ass off. So I do have the Ravens to win the cover. But if you do love this game, though, I would probably wait till halftime, see what the score is. You know, if the Ravens is only up by maybe 3 points, that say, you know, it might shrink down. Y'all know how the live betting goes. Next game, Sunday Night Football, we have the Chicago Bears, versus the Chargers. Chargers minus 8.5 point favorites. Now, if Justin Fields play, I'm going with the Bears to cover, Chargers to win. If he doesn't play, then Chargers to straight win and cover outright. Herbert has been struggling, and that's because I think that dislocated finger or something has been hurting him. My thought is if Fields play, it'll be some fact that the Chargers probably wouldn't have an answer for him. I mean, they probably wouldn't, right? But the Bears defense isn't going good either, though, and that's the trick. So that's probably why I will go if Fields play. This Fields is going to be the reason why they kind of keep this game close. But like I mentioned, if you go to the Chargers side with no Fields, the Bears can't stop anybody. The Raiders suck, so we'll talk about that in a minute. And that's just how I look at it. So Chargers to win and cover if Fields is not playing. But if Fields is playing, go to the Bears side, because that's where I would be going. Lastly, Monday Night Football. Devil's Night in the D. Las Vegas Raiders. Detroit Lions. Lions minus 8 point favorites. Lions to win the cover. I mean, they got blew the fuck out, but I'm glad that happened. And the reason why I said it, Lions fans, why I'm glad that happened, because that should wake y'all up. People were all Lions. And I get it. They won 4 games in a row, which, bro, 4 games in a row for the Lions is very unheard of. I'm used to hearing a 4-game losing streak, not a 4-game winning streak. You playing against, and all I said was, listen, you played against a team with a quarterback. You don't play against mobile quarterbacks. Mahomes is not a run-first quarterback. Lamar Jackson is, and look what happened when it mattered. You know what I'm saying? That's all I was just trying to say. But this should be a perfect bounce-back spot. The Raiders, bro, I almost feel like Josh McDaniels is on the verge of getting fired. So that's my angle on it, too. The coaching is bad. You had Brian Hoyer play. And I nothing but checkdowns when it comes to Brian Hoyer, bro. It's going to be check down city with Brian Hoyer. That's what he's known for doing. You didn't even play Aiden O'Connell, who I think had a shot to at least. I think he's better than Brian Hoyer, even though he's a rookie. I don't really get this team. You don't even run the ball with Jacobs. I don't fucking understand it. But look at the Lions side. Dan Campbell, they got their ass beat. And when a coach like that acknowledges that, I always say you play better, 10 times better next week. 8 points to beat the Lions is a lot of points. But this Raider team is fucking awful. I hate that this happened to Jacobs and Devontae Adams and Max Crosby. Those 3 players do not deserve the situation that they're in right now. But it is a Davis-owned team, and it is the Raiders. So I'm going to Lions to win and cover. You guys hit the like button. You keep liking the content. Pass the word around. Good Friday is coming up. You already know. Best bets for the weekend. Let's get this money.